everyone, my name is Audrey Campbell and I'm coming to you from Hamsa Yoga, downtown Carleton Place in the Ottawa Valley. And I am deeply honored to be a part of Yogapalooza for CHIO in support of childhood cancer research. It's such a great cause. And I'm so pleased to have you here with me and to lead you through this stretch and flow class meant for all levels. It'll be slow, it'll be easy. It's meant to increase mobility, lengthen out some tight muscles, but also to calm the mind as well. So no props are required. If you do have a couple of blocks or toss cushions handy, feel free to grab those. It can only enhance your practice, but it isn't 100% necessary. So are you ready to get started? Let's do it. Just find yourself a comfortable seat, resting your hands lightly onto your knees. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose and softly out. Roll your shoulders up towards your ears and set them back and down. For our practice today, I would love to invite in a mantra. Om Svayam Agarutva, which means lightness is my true self. We are constantly renewed into the present moment. When life gets heavy, we have the capacity to see the light and to be the light. Om Svayam Agarutva. Lightness is my true self. Let's take a few more nice deep breaths. Tip your chin forward, roll right ear to right shoulder. Tip your chin forward, roll left ear to left shoulder. Just moving slowly and gently from side to side. Working through any tension that you might be carrying in through your neck and shoulders. And then when right ear meets right shoulder, extend the left fingertips out onto the mat. Get really heavy through that left shoulder. Feel a nice stretch, like gravity. Do some work here. And then release. Roll the chin forward. Other side, left ear to left shoulder. Right fingertips come out. And release. Chin forward, lift the head up. Sweep the arms up toward the sky. Bend the arms, catch both elbows. Start to tip over to the left. Draw yourself forward, over to the right, and inhale back up again. Making nice, slow circles with the upper body. Staying grounded through the hips. Closing down the eyes. Using the breath. Reverse over to the right, forward to the left, and up. 2 more, just like that. And release the arms all the way up. We're going to twist over to the left. So the right hand comes to the left knee. Drawing that left shoulder back, lift through the heart, look over to the left. Reach that back arm up overhead, cross it forward onto opposite knee, then curl chin into chest. Slide the right arm out, reach it back up overhead onto opposite knee and curl in through center. Repeat, left arm back, up and over, cross, curl in. And 1 more, reach it up. curl it in. Start to release, reach the arms up toward the sky. Bring your palms together. Exhale, hands come to heart in Anjali Mudra. Let's make our way onto all fours, stacking hands under shoulders, knees underneath your hips. We're going to do a round of cat and cow. So as you inhale, arching the back, looking forward, the exhale pulls pelvis in. So inhale to your back bend. Exhale, round everything inward. Relax the head. Again, inhale and exhale. Find a little flow here with your breath. Now, let's walk those hands just a little bit forward. Tuck the toes under, rise through the hips, downward facing dog. Let's pedal out the feet. So bend the left knee, then the right knee. Shift the hips a little from side to side, trying to just work out some tension in through the back line of the body slowly. Fingers are spread nice and wide and your head is relaxing down. Start to sink into stillness. So sink those heels down, press those hips up a little higher. From here, we'll start to walk the hands towards our feet, bending the knees quite a bit here. Uttanasana, forward fold. Relax the head all the way down. Maybe grab the elbows, perhaps inviting a soft sway from side to side. Whatever feels good in your body. If you're not feeling balanced here, you can always come to a wall. Let the crown of the head pull down toward the earth, and then with everything heavy, start to roll up to stand. Slowly drawing the shoulders back, lifting the head at the last, sweeping the arms up toward the sky. Tip over to the right side and then over to the left. Nice side stretch. As you exhale, fold. Take a halfway lift, extend the spine. Exhale, fold again. Then we'll walk our hands back into our downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Bend the knee and step it through. Lower the right knee down. Inhale, reach up into crescent lunge. Reach high, lift through the rib cage. Gently pressing that hip forward. Exhale, hands down, shift back, half split, bow over the left leg. And then bend the front knee. Inhale, rise back into your crescent lunge. Exhale, shift it back. Again, inhale, reach. Exhale, stretch. Take your right hand under the right wrist. Sweep the left arm up into this neat twist that stretches out the IT band, keeping that left hip heavy. Left hand comes down. Draw forward. Tuck the back toe under, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths. Right leg lifts high to the sky. Bend the knee, step it through. Back knee lowers. Reach up with the arms, crescent moon lunge. Hands down, shift back, half split, bow over the right leg. Inhale it forward, reach up. Exhale down, shift back. Again, inhale to rise. Exhale to stretch. Left hand down under the shoulder, right arm sweeps up. Keep that right hip heavy here. Right hand comes down, shift forward, tuck the back toe under, downward facing dog. All right, getting ready for the next side. Left leg lifts up. Draw the knee all the way through. Step it. Back knee stays lifted this time into your low lunge. Twisting, left arm sweeps up toward the ceiling. Left hand down. Ground the back heel. Rise into warrior two. Left arm forward, right arm back. Flip your palms. Inhale, sweep the arms up toward the sky. Lower back down into warrior two. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Breathe out, soften. Again. Hold here. Take one heel toe forward with the back foot. Straighten the front knee. Hinge forward as you bring the front hand down, reaching the other arm straight up. Nice hip opener, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Reach the top hand back and then sweep it down. Follow it with your gaze. Reach it back up, holding back into our triangle pose. Bending the front knee back into warrior two. Hands to our hips, toes and heels out. Take a wide-legged forward fold. Hinge at the hip crease with a flat back as you bring the arms down to the earth. Now start to lower the crown of the head, walking the hands to the middle of the mat, bending further if it feels good to do so. You can always widen your stance or narrow the stance depending on how this feels in your body. You want it to feel comfortable. Feel that nice stretch through the hamstrings and the calves, maybe the low back. Walking the hands forward, flattening the back. We're going to point the opposite toe facing the back of our mat now into the low lunge. Right arm sweeps up to the sky. Easy twist. Lower it back down. Ground your back heel, rise into your warrior two. Flip your palms. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, sink low. Inhale, rise. Breathe out and lower. You get the idea. Move and flow with the breath. Holding here. Straighten the front knee, heel toe the back foot, just one little step. Hinge at the hip as you reach, triangle pose. Opening up through the hip. You can rest the bottom hand onto your shin. You can rest it onto a block. You can even float it. That's up to you. Now draw that big circle with the arm, just one time. And then reach it back up again. Bending the front knee back into your warrior two. Straighten the front knee, bring our hands to our hips, toes in, heels out. This time we might try something a little bit different. You can take the hands, interlace them behind the low back, roll the shoulders back as the heart lifts, then hinge forward and fold. Now this is just an option. You can take the previous version if that suits you better. If you are taking this version, try and bring those arms up high toward the ceiling so you can enjoy that nice shoulder stretch. Release the hands down. Walk them forward, flattening the back. Now we're going to heel toe the feet inward, just a little bit higher, wider than hip width. Sinking the hips low as the knees bend, coming into Malasana squat. Really find your footing here so your heels can land onto the ground. And you can even grab blocks or pillows and place them underneath your hips if you're not there yet. Then take your triceps into the inner leg. Press them wide as you bring your hands to your heart in prayer mudra. So here the tailbone is sinking nice and low, very grounding pose. Just focusing on the breath. And from here, we're going to bring ourselves down onto our seat, coming into butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana. So you can bring the feet close to the pelvis or you can pull them away from the body a little bit. What feels good for you here? You can also tuck blocks or pillows underneath your knees. Just wrap your fingers around your feet. And if you'd like to fold a little bit, you can certainly try that, or you can stay lifted. Wherever you land, just find a comfortable place where you can breathe softly and breathe deeply. Notice if there's any clenching in through the face or the jaw. Just try and soften there. Let the shoulders relax. When you are ready, start to roll the spine back up to a seated position. Take your time, pause for a moment. Now we're going to come into half butterfly pose. So just extend the right leg out to the side. Keep that left leg tucked in. Slide the right hand down the right leg. Reach the left arm up overhead. Taking a nice side stretch here. Left hand comes back up, lands behind our hip, lifting the pelvis, reaching the right arm up and overhead. Take a big body stretch. And then lower the hips back down. And Let's move to the other side. Right knee bends, left leg extends out long. Sliding that left hand down the left leg, keeping that right shoulder lifted and open. And then reaching the arm overhead, taking that nice side stretch. And starting to release. Bring that hand behind you, lift the hips, sweep the left arm up and back. Big, big stretch through that whole side body. And releasing, coming back to our seat. Extend your legs straight out in front of you. Now, if you have really tight hamstrings, you may want to roll a blanket and put them underneath your knees or some blocks, or just keep a little bend there. You also want to make sure your pelvis is tilting forward to keep that spine nice and long. And then reach the arms up, hinge at the hips and fold. Have the hands land beside the legs. Slide the hands back up as you roll the spine back up. Again, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward and fold. And again, gently roll the spine back up. Inhale, sweep the arms up nice and high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Relax the hands down onto the mat. Relax your head. Feel the shoulders just round forward. You could even take a couple pillows or a block for your head if you'd like. And then really feel that breath move into the upper back. And with every exhale, start to soften into the shape just a little bit more. This is one of the best poses for relaxing our nervous system and really calming the mind. So just feel that breath flow. Gently, when you're ready, start to roll the spine back up and really take your time here. Take a pause. Place your hands behind you, bend your knees, plant your feet, dip your knees from side to side. A nice release. And plant the feet down, stack your hands under your shoulders, and then lift the hips up a little bit. And this might feel really good, even a little shift forward and back. It's a nice stretch for the shoulders. And we'll lower the hips back down again. Making our way down onto our back, bending our knees, planting our feet hip width apart, hands down onto the earth. On the breath in, lift the hips up just a little. Exhale, roll them back down. Breathing in, lifting the hips a little higher into your bridge. Exhale, roll it down. Breathe in to lift. Let's hold. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath you. Maybe interlace the hands underneath your body. And then a nice deep breath in through the upper rib cage. Release the hands, slowly, slowly curl the spine back down onto the mat. We'll just dip those knees from side to side again. It's a nice little release. Pull the right leg in and extend it straight up. Interlace the hands behind the hamstring. Just make some points and circles with the ankle. You can keep the left leg bent or you can straighten it, whatever feels better here. Bend that knee, bring it back in. It's a little movement here and through the hip. Option to take half happy baby, grabbing the outside of the right foot. The sole presses toward the ceiling, the knee toward the armpit. You can keep that left leg extended or you can keep that left leg bent. That's totally up to you, whatever feels better. Just keep both your hips grounded into the mat. And then gently pulling that knee back in, left hand draws the leg across the body, coming into a reclined twist. Open the right arm up, chest is open. Now you want that top leg to land on something. So if it's not landing on the floor right now, grab a block or a pillow or two and slide it under so you can really start to let go in this pose. Twists are so nourishing for the body, but we have to allow ourselves to release, to soften, to allow. Take 2 more deep breaths. Slowly start to roll back onto your back. You'll bend both knees, plant both feet hip width apart, lift the hips up, just reset the spine, set the hips back down. Arms alongside the body, palms facing down. Inhale, lift the hips up into your bridge pose, just like we did before. Roll the hips back down. Again, lift up, roll it down. Rise through the hips, holding into our bridge, tucking our shoulders under, interlacing our hands underneath our body. Big breath in through the belly and through the chest. Release the arms, lower the hips back down. Now we'll pull the left leg in, interlace the fingers behind the hamstring, point and flex the toe, roll the ankle. Option to keep the right leg bent or straight. Just little movements here. Left knee comes back in. Option to stay with this shape or take half happy baby pose. So left hand grabs the outside of the left foot. Right leg is bent or straight. And you can always take the right hand to the hip for some grounding. It's all about what's best for you and your body. So pay close attention. Draw the breath in deeply. Let's release that leg. Take the right hand and cross it over the body, coming into our twist. Left arm opens up. Now, same thing, grab a prop if you need to have that top leg land onto something. And you can take the right hand to your thigh. And ask yourself if you're still tensing into this pose. Use that exhale to release, to let go. Take another nice deep breath in. Softly let it go and begin to transition out of the pose, rolling back onto your back, bending your knees, planting both of your feet down so that you can lift those hips back up and set them back down. Spine is nice and straight. Let's just bring the knees wide outside the chest. Roll a little from side to side, massage through the low back. And now, my friends, we are ready for our final Shavasana. Whatever that looks like to you, make sure it is nourishing, it is peaceful, and it is completely at ease. Take up as much space as you need to. And maybe perhaps even coming back to our mantra, Om Svayam Agarutva. Lightness is my true self. Remembering wherever there is darkness, we do have the capacity to find the light and to be the light. Om Svayam Agarutva. Rest peacefully here. Start to deepen the breath. Begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Start to circle the wrists, the ankles. Take a big stretch overhead and point through the toes. Pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Gently rolling over onto your side. Slowly, gradually making your way back up to seated. Sit in a way that feels comfortable. Collect yourself. Place your hands anywhere that feels comfortable. Take a deep breath in through the nose and then release. Let it go. 2 more times like that. Breathe in. Exhale, release. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Om Svayam Agarutva. Lightness is my true self. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Bye for now.